Okay, dear students, now come to page number 34. We are going to continue with unit number 4 from Mother with Love by Zua Sherburne. This is page number 34. We'll start with the reading and explanation of the lesson. Page number 34. I shouldn't have told you. Her father was speaking in a voice that Minta had never heard from him. A voice that held loneliness and fear and a sort of angry pain. I was afraid I couldn't make you understand why you had to stay home, why you would have to forget about Mary Hill for this year. His eyes begged her to forgive him, and for some reason, she wanted to put her arms around him, as if she were much older and stronger. Of course, you had to tell me, she said steadily. Of course, I had to know, and then 3 months. But Dad, that's Christmas. He took her hand and tucked it under his arm, and they started walking again. So, the story here is all about the discussion of the mother who is suffering from incurable disease. When father told Binta that her mother was dying and she had only few days to live, her days are numbered. Father thought that this news had made Minta quite depressed. Minta's father's voice at that moment was very low, and in that voice, Minta felt that it had loneliness, it had fear and anger. Her father could not make Minta understand her stay home, and he had to forget about Mary Hill. It seems that his eyes begged her, beseeched her to forgive him for some reasons, and he could not even tell Minta that how and in what manner he begged for, and what is the reason that he was begging for. But Minta consoled her father, putting her arm around him, and then afterwards they started walking. Minta said to her father that he must not feel nervous because these are the things that he had told her must have been in her knowledge. But then she says that 3 months are left, and then there would be Christmas ahead. That is a big question. And 3 months mean that Minta's mother, Mary Hele, would die. Well, dear students, now you have to see some of the words which are underlined over here. The very first word which is underlined, that it is a relative pronoun. Make you understand. Understand is bare infinitive. Make you understand, that is bare infinitive without to. And then to stay, to forget, and to tell. To put. To stay, to forget, to put, and to tell. These underlined phrases are infinitive. And steadily is adverb over here. I hope you have underlined in your own books. Next paragraph. It was like walking through a nightmare, the steady squish squish of the wet sand and the little hollows their feet made, filling up almost as soon as they passed. He talked quietly, explaining, telling her everything the doctor had said, and Minta listened without tears, without tears, without comment. She washed his face as though it were the face of a stranger. She thought about 1,000 unrelated things. She remembered all the times they had gone swimming this past summer. Minta and her father loved to swim, but her mother had preferred to curl up on a beach blanket and watch them. You have the disposition of a Simsy cat, Minta had excused her mother laughingly. So, in this very paragraph, we come to know as they were walking. So they thought that their walk was like a nightmare. As they were walking on the wet sand, their feet made a squish sound. Squish, squish is the sound produced when you are walking on a wet sand. So their feet made a squish sound and little hollows got filled up as they passed on. So the hollows that were making at that moment because they were walking on, it got filled up as they passed on. And during their walk, which was also like a nightmare, so father told her daughter what the doctor had told him. And what did the doctor tell him? Definitely about the health of her wife. And Minta listened very attentively without making any comment and without shedding tears. Minta noticed that the face of his father was like a stranger while listening to him. She could not understand what is going on, but she could understand thousand unrelated things. And at that time, Minta remembered the days when Minta and her father liked swimming, but her mother did not. And what she used to do and what she used to prefer. She preferred to curl up on a beach blanket and watch them. And Minta used to call her mother in a very funny way that her mother nature is of Siamese, Siamese cat. So Siamese cat is a reference which is given over here because Minta is basically comparing her mother with a Siamese cat who is very loving, affectionate, and the one who is very intelligent, rather highly intelligent and energetic and playful. So Siamese cat is the title which is given to her mother by Minta in a very playful way that she gives this title to her mother. Okay, dear students, in some of the words that I have underlined over here, squish squish is again that is alliteration because S sound is the repetition. So this is alliteration and quietly is adverb over here. Without tears, without tears, without comment, this is anaphora, giving an emphasis on this statement because she listened to her father without any comment, without any tears, without shedding any tear. Okay. And then to swim and to curl is infinitive. And Simsy cat is a metaphor because this is a direct statement about her mother that she gives about like what she says about her mother. This is a statement that she makes about her mother that her mother nature is of Siamese cat. So this is a metaphor which is completely a direct statement which Minta had made for her mother. I hope you have understand. Okay, now we are going to move towards the next paragraph. A cushion by the fire in the winter and a cushion in the sun in the summer, and a bowl of a cream nearby. Her mother had agreed instantly. She was always good natured about their teasing. It was like coming back from a long journey when her father stopped talking and they turned back toward the car. So that's why I cannot let you go away, Midge. Her father's voice was very low, and he did not seem to realize that he had called her by the babyish name she had discarded when she started to first grade. It isn't just your name she had discarded when she started to first grade. It isn't just your mother. I am thinking about it's me. I need you. So Minta kept on remembering a good nature of her mother that she liked what she used to like. She used to like a cushion by the fire in the winter. She used to like a cushion in the sun in summer, and what she desired most a bowl of a cream. And she had always been a very good natured woman that she never got offended of their teasing. And when father and Minta used to tease her in different ways, but she never got offended of. So Minta kept on remembering all such things, all such incidents, events. While getting back home, it seemed that they had traveled a long and painful journey and returned home. The voice of the father got very low at that moment, and he called his daughter without noticing that why he had called his daughter with a nickname. And what was the nickname that he used to call with? That was Midge. And he used to call Minta with this name when she was in grade 1. And soon father discarded this name, and then he did not ever call Minta with this nickname, that is Midge. And out of nervousness or out of sadness, he asked his daughter again to stay home, not only for her mother but for him. Like, this is the request that he is making at this moment, that Minta must not join Mary Hill at this moment. Not only, like, this is not only the reason that that she should stay for her mother, but for him, because his father needed her the most. This is the request that he made. This is the request that he made at this moment again. Okay, some of the words that I have underlined and highlighted over here. She was always good natured about their teasing. So, this is basically a characteristic of Mary Hawley, that she's very good natured woman, and she never got annoyed of their teasing her whenever father and Minta used to tease her, but she never got offended or annoyed. Go is again a word which is bare infinitive, and I hope you have understood the structure, because so that's why I cannot let you go. So this is bare infinitive. I hope you have already underlined it. And next is Midge. Midge is a nickname which is given to Minta. You need to remember it. And to realize is infinitive over here. So underline all these words and phrases and structure, which are really very important.